Hi there, welcome to All Swartz of Adventure,
a place where we are all about adventure and all about the budget. My name is Nate.
And I'm Sarah. This week, our adventure took us on a 5-night cruise to Costa Maya and Cozumel, Mexico. A few things you need to know about this adventure. Number 1, this was our first cruise and we learned a lot. We'll share some of those lessons with you. Our first cruise was booked with Royal Caribbean, and let me tell you, it was royal.
Number 2, we booked our room 2 weeks before we left for the cruise. Yes, this absolutely was a spontaneous trip, which is why the adventure category in our budget is so important. We found this cruise for $700 total and did a little happy dance. Our adventure began day 0 in Arizona as we flew from Phoenix to Atlanta to Houston and finally to Galveston, where we stayed one night at the Springhill Marriott. We prepared for our cruise by watching The Sweet Life on Deck.
We woke up bright-eyed and full of excitement on day 1 as we grabbed our continental breakfast and made the 3-mile walk from our hotel to the Royal Caribbean port. Security was quick and took less than 10 minutes to get through. Though Royal Caribbean allows guests to have their luggage delivered to their rooms, we only had the bags on our backs, so we opted to check into our room as soon as possible.
As this was our first cruise, and we are balling on a budget,
Ayo.
We chose the most basic room package. Our accommodations included a closet, bathroom, bed, desk, and couch. We boarded the boat around 3 p.m. and because dinner wasn't scheduled until 5:30 p.m., we went on a search for food. We found what would be one of our most frequented hangouts on the boat, Cafe Promenade, which serves food from 7 a.m. until 3:30 a.m.
We had about 2 hours until the ship left Galveston, so we decided to do some exploring by visiting all 12 floors of the ship. We found the gym, the pool, and a rock wall. As 5:30 p.m. rolled around, we could barely contain our excitement as we made our way to the main dining room for dinner. One surprise for us was that we were assigned a table with other cruise members. This worked out really well for us because we were sat with Jeremy and Veronica, who would eventually become our cruise besties.
Dinner was delicious, but what really made our experience phenomenal were our 2 servers, Andel and Inenga, who went above and beyond to make our experience unforgettable. We used our free credits at the casino and ended our day admiring the ocean. Oh, we also decided that we are not going to use the elevators at all for the entire cruise, to offset all the delicious food we were eating. Day 2 is our first full day at sea. To ensure we still got our exercise in, we started the day at 7 a.m. with a complimentary stretching class, followed by an ab class. Afterwards, we went to breakfast and attended a napkin folding class.
Let me tell you, Nathan is really excited to show off our new napkin folding skills for Christmas this year. One of the activities I was most excited for was ice skating, because who the heck gets to ice skate in the middle of the ocean? It was a first-come, first-served basis for 30 minutes on the ice, and it was wild. Afterwards, Nathan and I took a nap. Okay, it was more like a coma, and it was fantastic. Dinner was exceptional, and the company was phenomenal. After dinner, we joined Jeremy and Veronica at a music production called Don't Stop the Rock. We were blown away by the talent and professionalism of the show. We finished the night with a game show called Finish the Lyric, watched karaoke, and finished the night at Cafe Promenade.
Day 3 was our first day in Mexico. Sarah and I enjoyed the morning stretching class and breakfast before heading out to Costa Maya. The first thing we noticed was how beautiful the island was. We also felt like a lot of the experiences provided at the gates were curated specifically for tourism, so we broke away to find a beach on our own. We walked 1 mile on the back roads, where we got to view the shops and swim in clear water.
I'd take the long way home if it meant I'd go walking by your door. Together we could see where the road will lead to the unknown. There is no end if you believe. Just take my hand and come with me. Sun coming up, you make my world come alive. Oh, I can't get enough.
enjoyed a beautiful dinner with Endel and Anango later that night and attended an ice show with the music production of Kenny James.
Ready for that?
The day is ours if we just take it. There's no reason we should waste it. Oh, oh, oh. There's no mistaking when the sunlight's calling. Ready now for all that's coming. Oh, oh, oh. We're standing at the edge of all that lies ahead. I think we got it, the life we wanted. It feels like everything is going our way. I think we made it after all the waiting. It feels like everything is going our way. We put every doubt behind us. All the hope we hold defines us. Oh, oh, oh. Together we can face tomorrow and every single day that follows. Oh, oh, oh. We're standing at the edge of all that lies ahead. I think we got it, the life we wanted. It feels like everything is going our way.
The moped cost $30 and allowed us to drive ourselves around the island. After spending an incredible day in Cozumel, we spent our afternoon catching sun rays, eating ice cream cones, and enjoying a friendly feud game show.
Day 5, our last full day at sea, Sarah and I attended the morning stretching class, followed by our own HIIT workout. After a delicious pancake and hash brown breakfast, I played in a table tennis tournament. And after that, Sarah, Veronica, and I tried Flow Rider.
Ready. Put me in, coach.
Get up, no time for wasted. Not just another day. Just another day. You're it now, start to chase it. 'Cause this time it goes your way.
For our last dinner, it was really emotional, and not just because we really loved the food. Sarah and I were served by two incredibly energetic and hardworking men who went out of their way to love us through service and care. Endel and Anango were two of my highlights during this trip, and they inspired me to love and serve others even better. After dinner, we got to attend a farewell comedian show, musical production by our cruise director, and pack our bags for our early morning departure.
Day 6 was our last day on this incredible cruise experience. Nathan woke up at 04:50 and raced us to the pool deck to catch the sunrise. Unfortunately, he was off by about 3 hours, but we had a great time anyways.
Have you ever laid on your back under a poplar tree, thinking about all your memories, looking at the sky, wondering why this feels like home?
Like a Tennessee river in the morning takes your breath without a
like home.
Like smoke rising up from the mountains, all the beauty surrounds.
Feels like home.
Like Elvis and Dolly singing a melody that's bringing you
Home.
'cause it feels like home.
Nathan and I had an incredible experience on our first cruise. Here are a few of the lessons we learned. Number 1, we are totally cruise people. Seriously, if you are going on a family vacation, we highly suggest you consider a cruise. There was no cooking, no cleaning, and no planning. A cruise took a lot of the guesswork out of the equation and allowed us to truly, truly relax. Number 2, Nathan and I always learn something when it comes to packing. On this trip, we would have packed formal evening wear and our snorkel masks to have on the island.
Number 3, Sarah and I learned a lot about being content. Every time we turned around, we were being offered a new drink package, a specialty restaurant, an internet package, a room upgrade, or even a last-minute excursion. Learning to be content with our basic meal, drinks, and room choices allowed the trip to be extremely fun.
Nathan and I had a wonderful time, and we can't wait to book our next cruise. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the ocean.
'Cause it feels like home.
Feels like home. Feels like